Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today I wanted to talk about a Hot Wheels format that I feel like doesn't get a lot of love from the community, but at the same time it is silently becoming harder and harder to find, becoming more and more sought after, and you can definitely see that same trend reflected within the values of these cars, and that is Hot Wheels mystery models. So I have not come across 2022 mystery model chase pieces at all this year. It's just been very slim pickings with the number of collectors that have joined the hobby. However, I did have a buddy of mine work a trade out with me, so he had seen a couple of weeks ago that I had pulled the 124 scale M2 chase of the Chevy Cheyenne Foose edition. So he had, during Black Friday, also had found a bunch of these Toyota 4Runner Boulevard cars, and so we made a deal. He sent me 2 of these in exchange for that M2 Chase, and within the box, to my surprise guys, he has sent me these 3 mystery model packs from the latest Series 3 of 2022 as an RAOK, and it does in fact have the Bugatti Chase in it, which is a pretty sought after mystery model right now. So we will definitely get these out of pack and take a better look at them. But before we do that, I just wanted to share with you guys my own personal collection of mystery models. Take a look at some of the values and seeing how they've changed and grown over the last couple of years. And the one that started it all had to be the Series 1 of 2018, the number 2 chase car, the Ford GT, in this matte black, red and gold decals with this gnarly gold base. Man, this car just looks awesome. I remember me and my buddy were running around town getting these because, again, it seemed like nobody really paid attention to mystery model cars. These full boxes were just sitting on the shelves. All you had to do was sort through them, find the right number, and there you go. This one has definitely aged well in the last 5 years. Currently right now, secondary market still sitting at about $10 to $15. Next up, you got a really unique piece, this Infiniti G35 in this plum metallic color. I actually picked this up from my buddy at a local swap meet for just $2. This thing is pretty awesome, and I think it's actually a little bit more on the rare side as well too. I'm not exactly sure when this was released or how it was released, what retailer specifically, but currently right now, if you do an eBay search, sold listings, selling for about $15 to $20. And here's one of my favorites from 2022. This is the NOS Toyota Supra. Just came out earlier this year, and man, this thing just clean. Do like this slate blue color that it does come in. Obviously can't go wrong with that NOS graphic again. Just reminds me of Fast and Furious because that's where NOS really had its claim to fame, guys. But surprisingly, this car, this cast, this release is only selling for about $5 right now, but I really do anticipate this going up just given how popular Supras are. Next up, you got the race version of the Acura NSX from the 90s. This model, I feel like, doesn't get as much attention as I think it does. I think they did a really great job on this car, this cast. Next up, we got the Acura NSX. I know this cast isn't very popular because of how cartoony this model looks with the wide body kit, the big spoiler, intake snorkel over the mid-engine. But in all honesty, it's very true to form. If you look into JGTC, the Acura NSXs that actually race in that circuit, that's exactly how they looked. Wide body kit, intake snorkel, giant wing on the back. I mean, they really did do a good job from a Hot Wheels standpoint with this cast. I think it's personally a very underrated cast, and it's actually kind of sad to see it live and breathe in just the mystery model sets. I have not seen it in the mainline in quite some time, and we've obviously moved up from that. I mean, we have the stock version of the 90 NSX. We now have the 2003 Acura NSX with the full headlights that's showing up in premium. But in all honesty, I wish they would bring this cast back. In fact, it would be awesome if they could bring back this version here that came out one time in the race day car culture set. Has a metal base that's even more aggressive, bigger chin spoiler, just more emphasis on the wide body kit and the fact that this is a true race car, guys. So hopefully this cast will make it back into the lineup somewhere. But for now, we got the mystery models. These are, again, not very popular, only selling on the secondary market for about $5 a piece. Here we got a pair of mystery model chase piece Lamborghinis, and I don't think it's any coincidence that both of these are coming in the matte black with essentially the same color scheme, the red, the white, the green, essentially paying homage to the Italian heritage on these cars. But they look really good together, even though they were released about a year and a half apart. I always make sure to display these two cars together because they look great. Currently right now, secondary market, again, they are fairly new mystery models, only selling for about $5 a piece. But if you guys do some research, there are some very highly sought after mystery model Lamborghinis. I'm thinking about a Murcielago in yellow that came out at Kroger specifically. Currently right now, that one is selling for about $25 to $30. So I could say that easily these could be that sought after in the future. Something a little different, as I don't talk about monster jams and trucks on this channel too often, but you do got mystery model Hot Wheel monster jam cars from back when they still had the license. And I just thought these were fun. There was no rhyme or reason as to why I bought these, but you can see that the car on the left, or the truck on the left I should say, actually has Spectraflame paint, which signifies that it was a chase piece for that series. Compared to the car on the left, it's more of a pastel, just a matte color finish. But these were definitely fun to find. They were quite pricey too. I mean, as small as these things are, they are solid metal, which is interesting. The base and the body are all metal. Probably a reason why they cost about $3 to $4 back then. I'm not sure how much they cost nowadays, but the big reason why I wanted this chase piece and put the effort in to actually find it was I did have the larger version of it as well too. Again, I just thought that these were really interesting because they had the 68 logo on there. Came out back in 2018 for the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels. I thought the color scheme looked really good, and then again, because they lost the license, I thought this would be a really significant year to have these cars. But nonetheless, just fun to have within the collection, especially when you have two different sizes like this, or as like my son would always call it, the daddy car and the baby car. And as you guys know, Hot Wheels extends their mystery model chases beyond the DieCash cars themselves. So Mario Kart series, you can actually get the trophies out of the games as well too. I just thought this was interesting, unique, kind of clever at the same time. It does have a die-cast base, but everything else is plastic, which is unfortunate, but still a cool piece. I mean, I just always thought this would be nice to just display with my other cars. I think retail price was maybe like $2 to $3, and to my surprise, guys, right now secondary market, there must be some interest in this because it's selling right now for about $15 a piece. And hands down, my favorite Hot Wheels mystery series had to have been this set from 2019. It's a Hawaiian themed series with the #1 chase car being this green Datsun 510 with white and yellow hibiscus plants all over it. One of my all-time favorite Datsun 510s in general. I mean, this series, this car just really hits home because you guys know I like the color green, but on top of that, my wife and I, we're a bunch of beach bums. Anytime we go on vacation, it's straight to Hawaii. So in all honesty, this car, this series just really hit home with me. When this car was originally released, I remember the values just soared. I mean, it got all the way up to about $30, $40 a piece. It's come down quite a bit right now currently. Secondary market is around $10 to $15, but again, I think all the Datsun 510 truthers can attest this is definitely one of the best, and I can't imagine it's not going to be more sought after moving forward. So let's dive into the Series 3 2022 mystery model cars, starting with the #3 car. Again, it's a fantasy cast, not really my cup of tea. Does have this pretty cool die-cast Hot Wheels PD logo right here on the hood. I know my son will appreciate this. So a quick video interruption. This is not the #3 car out of the series, as it should have been from the bag. I'm guessing my buddy thought the same thing. #3, it should have been the VW Bug in a gray color, which would have been a lot more fitting and a lot more interesting to talk about versus this Speed Trap police car. Fantasy cast, when I was doing that first segment, guys, I apologize. I thought it was also kind of interesting that they made a chase piece of Fantasy Cast like this. So yeah, I don't have the complete set of 3, but I do have the car that matters, the Chiron. I guess this just goes to show, guys, when you're looking at these mystery models, definitely take a peek through this window just to make sure it is the correct model inside the bag. Next up, you got the 55 Corvette. I think Hot Wheels did a really great job portraying that 50s era car. Looks pretty good with the white wall tires, the white striping. Looks pretty classic, white interior as well too. Pretty neat piece. But the star of the series has to be this Bugatti Chiron in matte black, and it's no surprise that the chase piece for the series is matte black because that is a reoccurring theme that we've seen in previous mystery model series as well. But this one in particular, guys, the Bugatti Chiron looks great in this matte black, and I really do love all these bronze accents. The tan interior just looks really good. Really makes me think about the Bugatti Veyron that came out in the mystery model series a couple years back. That one is definitely popular and growing in value. Currently right now, those older Bugattis sit at around the $15 to $20 range. This Bugatti itself is still in that $5 to $8 range. But again, I would attribute that to the fact that it's still fairly new and people are still able to get it on the retail shelves right now. But moving forward, I do feel like the value of this would go up to match its counterparts. And I'll also throw out there that the top 3 cars out of this 2023 Mystery Model Series 3 sell together for about $15 to $20. So not a bad return on a $3 investment, guys. So that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about mystery models. Let me know which models you have in your own personal collection. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.